How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to review the Tipsy Audio M1s. These are in-ear monitors. Now before we do start, these were sent over as a review sample for me to check out. And also I have been asked by the guys over at Tipsy Audio to give them a shout out because they do have some really cool in-ear monitors. So since 2016, Tipsy Audio has been building pro-grade in-ear monitors for singers, studios and creators all around the world. Now these are my first Tipsy Audio in-ear monitors, and I can say definitely these do have that monitoring sound. They're very analytical, very clinical in the audio. Within the specifications, obviously you have to take that in consideration because they don't have like two dynamic drivers and 5 balanced armatures and all this and all that. Neither do they cost £7,000. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started with the review. These are apparently the world's first bamboo fiber diaphragm in-ear monitor. So these do have a custom 10mm bamboo fiber dome diaphragm driver, and it's a dynamic driver based on the bamboo fiber. Now I don't know how it looks like in real life. I haven't opened these up, but it does have a certain sound to it, which is very nice. The price for these is £75. You can get them for around $100 on Amazon. And if I do find the affiliate links to the Amazon page, I will leave those in the description. Now let's talk about the cable. The cable does use a 0.78 double needle connector, as I showed in the unboxing video, so check that out. So here it is, pretty nice. I like it. It's very stiff on the in-ear monitors, and it is a very light cable. I do like the quality of the cable. It's very nice. Now it is braided, as you can see. Sorry, it is braided, and you do have the very nice materials and the way it looks, and you do have the adjusters over here, and you do have the splitter as well. The splitter doesn't move, and it does come with this Velcro cable manager. I've left it on, but it is a bit annoying. And if you look at the connector of this cable, you do have a very nice connector as well, so it's pretty nice. It's a very light cable and it's very flexible. I do like the cable. It's pretty nice. Now let's take a look around the design of these in-ear monitors. Tada, and as you can see, they do have a very beautiful design. This is what Tipsy Audio is kind of known for. So go ahead and check out the link in the description to their website. They do have some other products, and they do have a wild psychedelic sort of design going on with the in-ear monitors that they have, and it's really cool. I mean, just look at it. It looks pretty nice. Now looking around the in-ear monitor, you'll see that it is a bit slimmer than some of the others that I've looked at, and yes, that is a port on the back, so that's pretty nice. Now this is made of high density resin shell, so it's 3D printed, it's custom made, so to get these designs, and these do come in different colors as well, so you can select the one that you like. On the bottom it says M1, and it does also say left and right in-ear monitor on the in-ear monitors. And as far as comfort goes, these are pretty small. I actually found them to be pretty small compared to some of the other in-ear monitors. These are very light, and also the cable is very light. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say the comfort for me is not that good. Now it isn't horrible. I can definitely wear these for hours. They're pretty nice. But initially, when I did start wearing them, you'll notice actually the just the shape over here. For me, this sort of jabs into my ear, and it does start to hurt my ear. Maybe it's me, but that is something that I've noticed. But these are very light, and the nozzle is pretty nice as well. It goes well into the ear canal, so that's pretty nice. The other thing is this cable, it is very tight, so it does touch my ear and it does kind of get a bit uncomfortable. Apart from that, actually the comfort is decent. It's actually pretty nice. The build quality is also pretty nice. These are very light. They feel like they're made out of plastic, but obviously that's a resin and that's the way it feels. I don't have any issues with the build quality, and the sound isolation is also okay. The only reason I say that is because I've heard better in-ear monitors, and it's probably because these do have a port on the back. Okay, now let's get on to the sound quality before I talk about the pros and the cons. So if you saw my unboxing video, you'll know that the sound just hit me. It's really nice on these, because it's actually been quite a while since I've tried proper in-ear monitors. The other in-ear monitors or earphones that I do get sent in, or I do buy for myself, they're not expensive. They're very cheap, and they're not designed to be analytical. They're not exactly monitors. They're just earphones. So here's what I find with the Tipsy Audio M1s. I love the tonality and the character in these in-ear monitors. They have really nice detail. They sound very clear. They have really good separation and imaging, and the sound stage is also pretty nice. It does stretch out beyond the ears, so it is a bit wide. I have noticed it seems a bit oval shaped rather than a full sphere. So while these do have depth in the imaging, the middle of the soundstage, which is right in the center of the head, will be the best because it goes the most forward and backwards. But anything that goes towards the edges of the sound, as in towards the right or the left, it does sound just a little bit more 2D. These have really good bass. It does hit hard as well sometimes, and overall the sound is very well balanced. So the bass does not bleed into the mids. It doesn't sound boomy. Instead, it sounds sometimes a little bit transparent, a little bit thin at times. But that's just the way in-ear monitors are supposed to sound. Usually with some other in-ear monitors, I have found this kind of sound to be a little bit dry sounding, especially with FIO stuff. But these ones sound very nice and detailed and saturated, and I actually like the sound. It has nice character and it's very enjoyable to listen to, but it doesn't exaggerate in any way. So it's pretty nice. It's actually a really good in-ear monitor. Now as far as the detail goes, it's good detail. Now it's not as good as something more expensive, because I think this driver is definitely amazing. It is definitely much faster than just a standard dynamic driver, but it's not as fast as a planar. While the imaging is really nice, the detail is just good. So let's talk about what I like about these and what I dislike. Now I do love the design. As you can see, it looks really nice, and I also do like the sound quality of these. In my opinion, these do sound really good, and they do punch above the price range, which is £75. There are two things I dislike. Mainly the only thing I really dislike is the comfort, because I think they could have been better. The other thing is just me nitpicking. The cable does get tangled more than the other cables that I've had with the in-ear monitors, and it can get just a little bit annoying. So let's conclude. I actually really like these in-ear monitors. They are really nice, and I can't find many bad things to say about them. And if you're looking for decent entry-level budget in-ear monitors for recording, for monitoring, for mastering, I do actually recommend these, because these are very nice for that, and they're designed for that as well. So if you do have any questions, ask me in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.